Good morning, Temple Israel of Greater Miami. I hope that this message finds you all in good health and ready to go into another Shabbat together. I received a great email from one of our virtual access congregants, Doug Kaplan, who was going through his late wife's paperwork of blessed memory, and he sent this to me, and I think that it is so worth sharing with all of you. It's a little bit long, so take a listen. Look what I've learned. I've learned that you cannot make someone love you. All you can do is be someone who can be loved, and the rest is up to them. I've learned that no matter how much I care, some people don't care back. I've learned that it takes years to build up trust and only seconds to destroy it. I've learned that it's not what you have in your life, but who you have in your life that counts. I've learned that you can get by on charm for about 15 minutes, and after that, you better know something. I've learned that you shouldn't compare yourself to the best others can do. I've learned that you can do something in an instant that will give you heartache for life. I've learned that it's taking me a long time to become the person I want to be. I've learned that you should always leave loved ones with loving words, as it may be the last time you see them. I've learned that you can keep going long after you think you can't. I've learned that we are responsible for what we do, no matter how we feel. I've learned that either you control your attitude or it controls you. I've learned that regardless of how hot and steamy a relationship is at first, the passion fades, and there had better be something else to take its place. I've learned that heroes are the people who do what has to be done when it needs to be done, regardless of the consequences. I've learned that money is a lousy way of keeping score. I've learned that my best friend and I can do anything or nothing and have the best time. I've learned that sometimes the people you expect to kick you when you're down will be the ones who help you get back up. I've learned that sometimes when I'm angry, I have the right to be angry, but that doesn't give me the right to be cruel. I've learned that true friendship continues to grow, even over the longest distance. Same goes for true love. I've learned that just because someone doesn't love you the way you want them to, doesn't mean that they don't love you with all that they have. I've learned that maturity has more to do with what types of experiences you've had and what you've learned from them, and less to do with how many birthdays you've celebrated. I've learned that you should never tell a child their dreams are unlikely or outlandish. Few things are more humiliating, and what a tragedy it would be if they believed it. I've learned that your family won't always be there for you. It may seem funny, but people you aren't related to can take care of you and love you and teach you to trust. Families aren't biological. I've learned that no matter how good a friend is, they're going to hurt you every once in a while, and you must forgive them for that. I've learned that it isn't always enough to be forgiven by others. Sometimes you have to learn to forgive yourself. I've learned that no matter how bad your heart is broken, the world doesn't stop for your grief. I've learned that our background and circumstances may have influenced who we are, but we are not responsible for who we become. But we are responsible for who we become. I've learned that just because two people argue, it doesn't mean that they don't love each other. And just because they don't argue, it doesn't mean that they do. I've learned that we don't have to change friends if we understand that friends change. I've learned that you shouldn't be so eager to find out a secret. It could change your life forever. I've learned that two people can look at the exact same thing and see something totally different. I've learned no matter how you try to protect your children, they will eventually get hurt, and you will hurt in the process. I've learned that your life can be changed in a matter of hours by people who don't even know you. I've learned that even when you think you have no more to give, when a friend cries out to you, you will find the strength to help. I've learned that credentials on the wall do not make you a decent human being. I've learned that the people you care about most in life are taken from you far too soon. And I've learned that it's hard to determine where to draw the line between being nice and not hurting people's feelings and standing up for what you believe. Temple Israel, we are still in COVID quarantine. We are now 8 months in to having to be alone with our thoughts and who we are when we look in the mirror. And there's so much that I think all of us have learned about ourselves if we're willing to take the time to listen to what truly drives us, what truly motivates us, and what truly makes us look at ourselves and say, this is who I am, with integrity. I hope that as you go into this Shabbat, you can continue to add to this list, and that you make your own list of what I've learned, and what I want to pass on to those who I love and to the next generation. May you have a wonderful Shabbat. May you stay healthy. And may we all come together again next Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.